Of course, it's Tuesday and the gang's back.
We back with a new episode, y'all.
And this week we talking about the importance of family and is it real important?
Is it family over anything? Family over everything? Is blood really thicker than water?
And can your friends become family?
After sleeping with your husband.
I don't think so. But we about to get into it right here, right now, here on Textually Active.
Hey, so I see all of y'all sharing y'all products, y'all businesses on your Instagram stories, on Facebook. Why not take out an ad on your favorite podcast and get more listens and more eyes on your product? Textually Active is now offering ads to businesses. All you have to do is send us an email and we'll get back to you about how you can get your ad right here on Textually Active. Send us an email right now at textuallyactivepod@gmail.com. Welcome back to another episode of Textually Active.
Textually Active.
That's right. This is your weekly dose of navigating the digital age while dealing with friendships, relationships, and all the ships in between. I feel like I messed that up. So this is your weekly
Every time we take
dose.
a break, you niggas come on unprepared.
This is your weekly dose of conversations about navigating the digital age while dealing with friendships, relationships, and all the ships in between. It was a break.
That wasn't your fault though. He fucked up the button.
I know.
Then that threw you off.
Mess it up?
You fucked up the button. You didn't hit it when you usually do, which threw her off. And then when she was thinking about you messing up, she couldn't get the words together.
Right. So it's okay.
Yeah. Chain
We took a week
reaction.
off, you know.
And let's just start it over right now.
Nope, too late.
Nope, too late. We already did it.
No time for mulligans.
Oh, no.
At your big age, get it right.
That's
Whoa.
funny. I just felt like that would have been super dope. Like in the episode, we just literally just like kept both takes and just did it over.
No do-overs.
I thought we was gonna do like an image thing where it go back in the past.
Yeah.
Right.
But we're here. How you doing?
I'm good. It's hot in here as always. I got this. It's hot. It's cold outside, but hot in here. So you know how life goes.
I mean, if you're watching on YouTube, you see that I got a cool shirt.
Oh, look at Red's shirt
with me and you on it. Which reminds me,
I can't see you because of your body.
oh,
Yeah, you got a lot of
Of
shit
all
in
my
front of you.
beverages in
Right.
front?
Just slide over a little
Just
bit.
slide over?
You know what I'm saying?
all right. So
there.
y'all see what's going on.
Part of me is uncomfortable looking at myself on your tit, but whatever.
I think it fits perfectly because I have one head on each boob. But I say this to say that
The
this
point, you.
around it like a nipple.
Oh, good one.
So I say this to say you all seen this print before. It's actually on a canvas. We are supposed to be giving that away this week.
Oh, yeah.
So be on the lookout for the winner. We'll reach out to you via DM or whichever medium you use to contact us, so that you guys can get that mailed to you.
I gotta start talking to somebody because we'll talk about this later.
Okay.
I'm about to fire everybody up. I'm about to fire everybody.
Fire everybody.
Fire everybody.
Misa, you have on a very cool hat.
Oh, you know, some promo pieces that don't nobody know about. You know, we doing some things. Shout out to everybody that bought a hat, everybody that went and checked out the page.
That's right.
I'm about to also talk about that too. I told you, I'm firing everybody.
You firing everybody.
Firing everybody.
I mean, do you have a moment to talk about it now, or do you want to just
I'll talk about it later. I'd
Okay.
much rather talk about it later. Firing
right.
everybody.
everybody getting fired? Click
Facts.
clack. All right. So let's go ahead and get this show started. We are going to jump into the text thread.
Oh, I'm feeling good. Great. Thanks, guys.
Oh. E, how are you?
It's one of those.
I'm here. I'm ready to pod today. Clearly, y'all can't tell, but, you know, it's cool.
You're eager?
I'm tired of being in the dark.
You want to come out of the dark? Okay.
Bro, you choose when you in the dark.
You could have put a camera on you.
Like,
You could have put a camera on you.
You usually don't say much, but I guess you want to talk today, so it's fine. Let him
That's
enjoy his
fine.
life. Let's
Okay,
get it.
you got it.
Yeah, he in here.
So he said he feeling good. Make sure you keep that same energy when it's time to bring out the memes, okay? All right, so we're going to jump into the text thread.
It's the text thread, baby.
All right, y'all, let's get into the text thread, baby. You know, this has been a slow week. I feel like people take the last couple of weeks off in December anyway, so it's not really a lot of fuckery going on. However, last Thursday night, it went down.
I've never cried so much from the comfort of my home.
It
Oh my God.
went down. Kanye and Drake shared the stage in honor of Larry Hoover.
Yeah.
They did a benefit concert to raise money to Free Larry Hoover.
Not one time during that whole concert did anybody say anything about Free Larry Hoover.
Yeah. So
The merch did.
The merch did.
the
but that's
merch,
it.
the $250 hoodie, the $350 jean pants.
No, those were faux. Those was faux. Get it right. They were 400 for the
Faux.
jeans.
400 for the
Little
jeans.
screen print jeans. Screen print Levi's.
Chill. I struggled to stay up for that because it
I was
was
here.
PT time.
Yeah.
And we on the East Coast, EST. So it didn't come on until like 1.
Hey, I was here for it. I wasn't gonna miss this. It's a moment that you gotta remember. I love to live in moments like this because they happen so few and wide now. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember watching Kanye do Coachella. I remember staying up watching Beachella. Like I remember like these moments.
You don't like to sleep, so.
But also these moments, you can't live these in present time. You can't be active. Like yes, it's probably on YouTube somewhere, and you go back and watch it. But in real time with tweets and shit, all of this, the moments you catch the moments, it's so good.
So is it? I saw a lot of people talking about tweeting or watching it from the comfort of their own home. Did you feel that way too?
Oh, it's so amazing.
It felt so good to not have to be like standing in the crowd, being cold, because it looked like it was cold in there.
Yeah, some of the homies was in LA. They was telling me it's like 50, like in the 50s or like high 40s, low 50s, and it's cold for LA. So this nigga Drake had a long sleeve under t-shirt, so it must have been cold. But this nigga, he might be anemic though, because he always got on a coat. A coat, a hoodie, it don't matter. This nigga was at a basketball game in a mink. I was confused.
Maybe it's because he's like pale.
The money doesn't keep you warm.
I
just felt like that. Someone said that before.
The money don't keep you warm, but shit, they can afford to.
Yeah. So I watched it from like start until until Drake got on stage. Drake really, I don't know if this was like a part of the strategy or something, but Drake kind of let me down.
Yeah, he was supposed to.
Okay. All right. Why do you say that he was supposed to?
I wasn't supposed to be here.
Who?
I wasn't supposed to be here.
Drake wasn't supposed to be there.
I wasn't supposed to be here. I did a favor for a friend of mine.
Who was he doing a favor for?
Jay Prince.
Okay.
Jay Prince asked me to be here.
Wasn't really a favor.
Right. It was kind of.
It was y'all need to fix this shit,
please.
Because weeks before we saw the picture of them two standing like next to each other.
You see where I'm getting here?
But it wasn't like, I'm cool. It was like,
it was more so like Jay Prince is here. Let's just do this. We don't really need to keep having a problem.
Question. So who would you say, if for the people, most people know who Jay Prince is, but who in like television, movies or something like that, would you consider who's the one-to-one to who Jay Prince is?
I don't know, because Jay Prince something we ain't never seen before.
yeah.
Like you might listen. You might not know the story of Jay Prince. Look, anybody listening, but you know the name. Right. You know the stigma around Jay Prince.
Yeah.
You might not know why he has the stigma, but you know there's a stigma, and you know the name.
Square Alpha.
So all I can say is Jay Prince is one guy who beat the feds. They were gonna take Jay Prince down, and he somehow did something, and he's still with us. So let's just be clear. Free.
That is a key word.
Let's just say that. I read some of listened to some of Jay Prince's books. His story is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm about to go.
And let me tell you, whatever he did, he did it.
All right.
He did that.
So Jay Prince asks
He asked
and
Drake.
Kanye to make up.
Like, you notice that.
He asked Drake.
He asked them.
Like, we noticed that. No, he asked Drake. He asked Drake. But there was a video of Kanye apologizing like he was a hostage. He just asked Drake, like, hey, fam, do this for me. We family, do this for me. But Kanye had a whole apology letter. Jay Prince stood beside him while he read his apology letter. So Drake did a favor. He was there last night. He was a special guest. I saw a tweet from Ben Baller, the jeweler, that said that Drake had been telling people he was only going to be there for 10 minutes. So I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not finna outshine this man at his show. Like what? Like, no, it's not a joint show. It was Kanye with special guest Drake.
Oh, yeah. That's what that stood for. SP.
Yeah.
SP Drake. But the energy wasn't there. I could tell that Drake had other things on his mind. He
probably wasn't getting paid for it.
barely sung the songs.
I think
He did the whole pass the mic thing. Y'all got it, LA?
Fire.
LA, go ahead, LA.
Fire.
And they didn't know the words either.
what I'm saying is, I think that's also, audio difference. They be trying to act like the Drake shit wasn't going crazy, but you could hear some of the crowd going crazy for him. I also think
It's movie magic.
here's a hot take.
What?
Hot take, top of the year. We're getting a new project from Drake.
Yes, I can see that. Because I feel like Champagne Poppy,
I'll be very specific.
Certified Lover Boy.
I'll be very specific. We getting a new Drake and Future project at the top of the year.
Why you say that?
They spent 6 months together during this whole rollout of CLB. They were together. I've seen clips of them in the studio together that for songs that wasn't Way Too Sexy and Way Too Sexy. We getting a new project from them. What a Time to Be Alive 2 is coming. And this is the only time between that album and now that he gets to perform these CLB songs, because the next time he goes on tour, it'll be a year at probably somewhere close to a year of the release of Certified Lover Boy. Mm-hmm. So if I got a 10-minute set to do, and I did just put out an album this year, I probably ought to just get the songs from this album out.
He did say during his performance, this is my first time performing this.
His first time performing this, he ain't been, he's, once the album come out, they were overseas, but this is the first time he's been in LA in 2 years. It's like, bro, he don't even got the heart-shaped haircut no more. Mm-mm. This nigga's old. He passed his album.
He was talking proper on the mic. Hello, guys. This is your guy Drake. Hello. This is the sixth god himself.
Yeah,
I'm here
something
to
is
perform
coming.
for you all.
Right, so his voice is kind of annoying, right? His talking voice.
So you gotta realize this is fake voice. His American voice is the one you don't like. The one that you used to is his American voice. So when you hear him talk in his regular voice, which is Canadian, you be confused.
I don't like it.
Yeah, you gotta
the voice that he did when they were in Toronto and during the the interview, he was
right.
like, "Oh, I just want my chips with the dip." That's what my chips with,
right.
That voice, I'm like, I don't like this.
All right, enough about the singing, nigga. Let's get into the real artist, the real show star of the night. It was Kanye West.
Oh.
AKA Ye. I'm calling him Ye from now on.
For what?
Yeah, talk about impact. Every song that no, seriously. Every song that he performed, I had a memory to go along with it.
Yes. Except for the new shit.
No, I still like this. You gonna live your life?
I don't. It's
you know what song I'm talking about?
I know what song it is, and I know what the words say.
That's what they be saying. But I loved it. I think Kanye West really came out there and sung his heart out. But it didn't go unnoticed that he was singing to his wife.
Yeah, for sure. He's supposed to.
Is she coming back?
He need to.
Because she looks very happy over there with Pete.
Stop playing, bro.
I don't know if she's coming back.
Stop playing. Go back to this man. Pete Davidson may be funny, but he ain't what you need, bro. He not the one, bro. You gonna be the bread. Maybe it's a control thing because you gonna be the breadwinner here. I don't see nothing that Pete Davis could do or wants to do that make you think you in a good place. So you might as well come back. I mean, dick might be hitting, but hey, dick don't mean everything in life.
So some people would do, especially if you spent 6-7 years with a nigga with no dick.
I don't know Kanye dick status.
I mean, I don't know either, but if let's just say hypothetically she been getting weak dick.
All right, bro.
And she finds somebody that
so
bone her down.
All right, listen. I was about to wild out. Sure, go for it.
Beat the pussy up. Beat the pussy up.
Listen, the places that Kanye helped put Kim, she could never get there again. Let's just be clear. But these fashion houses that love putting Kim on a magazine, she don't get there without the connections of all those magazines.
You must have forgot who her mother was.
And you must have forgot.
No. You must have forgot Kris Jenner.
You must have forgot who her husband is.
Her husband is great, but none of this would be so without Kris Jenner.
And none of this, everybody that you think is important in this fashion world used to work for Kanye.
Well, you can't say that Kim doesn't have connections either.
Now, Because guess who she spent the
And
last 7 years with?
It doesn't mean that since she stopped messing with Ye that those connections are going to go away.
Not if I say yes,
No.
don't work with her,
No.
it's gone.
I don't think so.
It's dead.
I mean, while we're speaking of Chris, she even got her son-in-law Travis in front of Charlemagne.
Which we're gonna talk about this now. You want?
Do you want to? I mean,
Kanye and Drake
really,
put on a really great show.
all of Kris Jenner's children.
What?
Drake. Can we put Drake under Chris? So we talk about Chris and her sons.
Hey, you are going
all showed out
fam,
this week.
You are going in a rabbit hole that is the reason they were supposed to stand beside each other and make peace. That rabbit hole there. Kanye did all the classics, which was amazing. This is like one of the best concerts we've seen from him in a while. Drake came out and said, hey, I'm not going to outshine you today, especially since you won't let me do the last hits that I've had over the last 4 years.
If he would have did Sicko Mode,
If this nigga would have came out,
that nigga would have did Sicko Mode,
Kanye would have had a panic attack. So since you won't let me do the hits that I've had over the last 4 years, I will keep it calm and I'll keep it regular, and I will not outshine you tonight because this is your moment for your fans and whatever you trying to get done here.
Yeah.
So it was a great show. I stayed up till about 4 o'clock. I watched the whole thing straight through. I cried. I was in multiple group chats having a ball, and I appreciated the night. It's one of those rare moments that we get in hip hop these days because niggas is out here being pussy.
Okay. We love to see people make up.
Yeah. Even if it's fake.
Okay. We'll see. Because I also had a thought that they would be doing some type of collab together, but after I saw their performance and their chemistry, I was like, nah.
It even looked like once the show was over, I've seen pictures like Drake got the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I don't think they even dapped up afterwards.
Yeah.
But it was great. That's all I have for the trending topics right now. Really? I mean, unless you want to talk about Travis.
I mean, we can talk about Travis because I believe.
Well, let me start by saying I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch Travis?
No,
on the Breakfast
no, I didn't.
I mean, with Charlemagne?
No, because I am still traumatized from back in 2015, 16, 17, where they started every single show with goosebumps. I get those goosebumps every time. No, I will not. Unless Travis Scott is coming on to the Breakfast Club to sing it live to bring me back to memories of the previous years, I'm not watching. Like, what can you say?
Hey, thank God I don't listen to the Breakfast Show on the regular because that probably would have drove me nuts.
Yes. That's Eric's fault.
That's my fault.
Yeah, you are the nigga that will listen to the Breakfast Club remote.
I've stopped. Yeah.
But Travis was on Charlemagne this week, and I'll be honest, I watched part of it on YouTube and I fell asleep. And the same
was
day,
it nappy sleepy time?
Nap time, big nap time. I even to the point where I woke up, the TV was on a Joe Budden episode with Charlemagne on it. I was confused, but I got into an Uber later that day, and the Uber driver was listening to it. So I was like, I can't escape this. And the whole time I was thinking about this, listening to it, I was trying to figure out why was he with Charlemagne.
Chris set it up. Like, maybe we should ask Chris
That's
why.
Charlotte Gale King.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the male Oprah.
What the fuck that's got to do with us?
I mean, the blacks listen to Charlotte Gale.
Travis' problem not with us. Travis' issue is not with black people who listen and pay attention to that. Travis' issue is with the white folks. You think Chris couldn't get him on Good Morning America?
Well,
she couldn't get her to go talk to Michael Strahan.
You have a point over here. She couldn't get him on CNN.
Like, Travis' issue is not with his black fans and his black community.
I mean,
We just think this is what happened at Travis concerts. We don't really give a fuck.
You know what we saying? That's crazy.
That's so nuts.
That's wow.
Prayers to everybody involved.
Hate that for him.
Like, well, this don't have nothing to do with his black fans. So going to I love Charlemagne, don't get me wrong. I love him to death.
Me too.
But I don't care how many shows you get on Viacom. I don't think your audience is wide enough yet.
I don't know.
I don't think it's wide enough yet for Travis Scott, the first conversation since Astroworld, to be with Charlemagne. Because I just think his audience is super black, and black people don't care about what happened.
Who would it work with?
He should have went to CNN.
I think he should do an interview with Adele.
Who, Charlemagne?
No, Travis Scott.
Why would he do an interview with Adele?
Who doesn't like Adele?
Why would Adele do that?
Okay, y'all not rolling this
No,
week. That's
I'm not.
fine.
But I think
That's
you should have. If listen to me, if Black China could get a Good Morning America interview about her pregnancy with Rob, her issues with Rob, Travis Scott could have went over there and been in the household and break room and wait room of every doctor office in the country.
See, now you're touching on what the real issue is. You see, Black China ain't with the Jenners and them. Black China is on the opposing team. So since Good Morning America allowed her to come on, they damn sure not letting Travis go on there.
They should have. They should have let Travis.
I mean, big ups to Travis Scott.
The whole thing was
Charlamagne.
sad, bro. It was dark.
It's really
it's
sad.
black and white. He was still depressed. Charlamagne had that turtleneck on that didn't look cool, or whatever kind of hoodie, sweatshirt, crew neck thing he had on. It was just, it wasn't a good look for nobody but Charlamagne.
Yeah,
just say he had it.
And then, I mean, it's done. They still need to go to court about it. I don't really have
what Travis gonna do
much. I mean, it's sad, it's unfortunate, but people lost their lives.
Get out! Oh, I laugh.
Go ahead.
This is the one time where he don't make good enough music for us to be defended.
Damn.
It's the one time it may apply. I mean, Travis got couple good projects, but
goosebumps every time.
Facts.
All right. So on that note, let's go ahead and take a break and come back with the main discussion.
You need promotion and visibility for your product? Why not do it right here on Textually Active? It's a space right here that you can add to. If you got a podcast, a book club, a vinyl, a candle set, whatever it is you do, we might need some lashes. You can promote your product right here on Textually Active. Be sure to click the link wherever you're listening to this to, and you can get more information there. Promote your stuff right here with Textually Active.
All right, so we're back. This week was a topic that Meezy and EA brainstormed together because they said that I've been in charge of the last 3 episodes and it's giving twinsies.
I don't know what that means. But.
It's the theme was very obvious. It was depressed, mental health, depressed, sad. It's cold outside and fuck these holidays.
It has been very sad.
So we decided to switch it up a little bit.
Maybe.
And talk about a family ship instead of like a depression ship.
At some point, I feel like these is gonna hit that Venn diagram, but whatever.
They are. It is gonna be like similar
somewhere.
We just gonna put that in that drawer that your parents tell you not to touch.
Yeah. So this week we want to talk about the real meaning of family over everything, and is family all you have? And this thought was brought to the table based on a meme, I guess you found, a tweet somebody was tweeting.
I just saw some shit
about their personal life, and it just got us thinking about like what is the real value of family and where do they rank in your life, and is it still true to say family over everything? Because some people don't have that. So this post came from Radical Phoenix. Shout out to Rad. She posted this and she had like a nice question. It was like a think piece, but basically this girl got an invitation to her cousin's wedding. And her cousin is marrying somebody that she was previously engaged to. And her family is trying to figure out why she doesn't want to come to the wedding. And their reasoning is because family is all you have. Like you need to go to your cousin's wedding who stole your fiance because family is all you have.
So the cousin, a girl's cousin is marrying her ex nigga.
Yes.
And the family want her to still come to the wedding.
Right. Because family is all you have.
Interesting.
So,
toxic. Big toxic.
I guess we can start off by saying, would you go to the wedding?
I just want to guess. I want to guess where they're from, and I think I know what it is.
It definitely sounds like Florida behavior.
Definitely sounds Haitian behavior.
Oh, that's even worse.
Haitian?
Yeah, it gives off Haitian.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know enough Haitian people.
I don't either.
Well, I mean,
You from New York, too.
I'll chill.
So I don't think
probably had a Haitian nanny.
Oh my gosh. I don't think I would go to the wedding. What am I going for?
If my cousin married my ex girl, no, me and him gotta scrap that out. You might not make it to your wedding.
Nah,
air this bitch out. Fuck it, air it out, bro.
She should have pulled on wear white.
What?
If she was gonna go, she had the license to be petty. The full license to do whatever.
I see what you got.
Show up in all white.
We about to this a trouble.
Or it's gonna be trouble.
Yeah. Throuple or trouble? We all getting married here or nobody getting married here?
Trouble?
Yeah.
Trouble. It's so fucking funny.
We all here. Nah, this not going down like that. We all about to be in this relationship or none of us. But this ain't even, you don't even like you probably know, that even sound like cousins that was close.
And to be honest, you have the nerve to say that you wouldn't go because you've been said don't let his current relationship get in between you and the man of your dreams.
You know what I'm saying?
You've been quoted to say that.
Find the audio.
Listen, don't have me do it.
All right, okay. Oh, all right. I do be advocating for maybe that person wasn't right for you. Maybe it was their best friend kind of deal. However, I'm an advocate for it, but that doesn't mean that's something that I would accept in my life. Now, if he was engaged to me, that means we had roots, okay? And we broke an engagement, which is like dead serious. Like, you breaking an engagement, like something ain't right. And she also stated that he cheated on her with that cousin.
I also don't like none of the go behind and date exes things. I don't even care. There's no statute of limitations of that.
You don't like it?
If I call you friend or family and you know we was together and I'm pretty sure those are people who know what happened with us. That's just nasty. Like, I'm not here for it.
Jeez,
I would much rather.
He crossed streams though. That's wild.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's just nasty.
I think there is an adult way to go about trying somebody's ex. There is an adult way. And I've seen it done, but it starts with the conversation. You don't just do it like sneaky. You know, it's kind of like, hey girl, ran into this guy. He said he know you. How do y'all know each other?
No, it don't go like that. Because even if y'all family or y'all friends, you've talked about this nigga. It's not this nigga know you or something. I don't like if you go to that person and be like, hey, you used to do this. Is it cool if I do it? If I say no, then what?
You do it anyway.
So what was the point of you coming and talk to me about it?
To make you aware of what's going to happen.
And now I have an issue with it because I told you no and you still did it.
And that's your issue because you don't want that person or that person doesn't want you. And they may be more happier with me. A lot of the times, like I said before, you are letting your soulmate's partner get in the way of y'all being together.
All right. Bet. So you need to figure out how much are you willing for me not to be in your life.
Some people die over it.
I'm not gonna be in your life.
Some people finna die over some pussy. That's how deep it is.
I mean, that happens.
And bitches fight over dick all the time.
Do they?
So it's just like,
do they?
do they?
Do they?
Do they?
Do they?
A lot of fights start over some dick now.
All right.
But I don't feel like if you are happy with how your relationship ended or y'all not together and you're not pursuing the person anymore, I don't see why it would bother you that they're dating somebody that is your friend. Personally, because
I do.
I'm in a new relationship. If any of my family or friends wanted to fuck with one of my exes, go ahead. I'm married. I got my person. What?
I'm good.
What am I going to say? Imagine how it would look.
Not that small.
Imagine how it would look if I'm coming home to Eric crying because my ex is with my sister.
Imagine how it look when you got to take E into this fucking room with your best friend and your ex nigga.
Hey, how y'all doing?
How do you think that make him feel?
How would you feel?
If I'm not.
If you had to be buddy with Red's ex nigga because his Red's friend new nigga.
And then the moment he's like, yo, like yo, any remote, anything remote. Like if you are not looking right past, I'm going from Florida to Maine.
Yes, bro. Like it ain't comfortable.
Nah,
I don't want to be in there.
That's my viewpoint on it.
And
it's
I also be thinking about partners and feelings. Like it's just uncomfortable.
Like, it's just like
to have your partner in a room with somebody you fucked.
Anybody else. Could have been anybody else.
What if they happy with him?
They ain't got nothing to do
Then
with
be
me.
happy.
But we not gonna be friends. Like we not gonna be in the same vicinities no more.
Okay,
That's fine.
I just see it a little differently. I'm all for love, and it's not to say that love doesn't come with a little bit of hate and betrayal, but
What? That's
I'm
not
all
love.
for people being in love and happy. Like what's wrong with that?
I'm cool on that.
You can't hold on to somebody forever.
It ain't-
No. Then tell them to get married right now.
Tell them to get married.
Right now.
Okay.
Just get married then.
I'm not.
Y'all love each other. Ain't no to beat around the bush.
Yeah, I'm not here for that. I'm not co-signing that. I never even thought it was cool to fuck somebody who I know fucked.
I mean, it appears that person who's related to you was lusting over that the whole time.
Like this, you have to go through a whole rabbit hole of this. Like, how long y'all been looking at each other like this?
Right. Have you been giving me advice so that I could leave?
So you could fuck? Yeah, like, this is nasty. It's nasty work.
Nasty game.
That's a nasty work, bro. There's no reason for. There's a bunch of people in the world. You don't have to.
A bunch of people in the world. Instagram leads us to believe that there are a bunch of people in the world. But how many of those people are you actually going to meet?
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. People are more likely to date somebody they know. No, because people are more likely to date somebody they know.
So what the fuck is the point of these dating apps? Because if you could you wouldn't be on dating apps.
On the dating apps, it's the same people in your vicinity. It's not like it's reaching people in California. You right here in the GSO, Trefo, all these Charlotte, Raleigh, Durham, all the same motherfuckers.
You could.
So it's a high percentage that you done fuck behind somebody, especially living in Winston-Salem.
That I fuck with somebody.
Even more in Delaware.
But my friends?
I know a couple bitches that hit the same nigga as me.
Are y'all friends?
Yeah.
Like real friends?
Do we give a shit? No.
How? But see, now we get into this level of this real conversation. What is your level of friendship now?
Associate. Obviously.
Associate don't count as friends then.
It do.
No, it don't.
It's a level of friendship.
No,
I know that
not.
you slept with the same nigga I slept with.
But that's not friendship.
Okay.
That's not friendship. It's just people you know.
I say that to say I don't care what he or she does with their private parts after I'm finished with them. I'm not thinking about it. I did my thing. It was great. You need advice on it? Yo, girl, he like it when blah, blah, blah.
All right, so look. So take this out of the picture for a second. Have you been after a person?
Have I been after somebody? Mm-hmm. No, because I already had him first.
Okay.
And then my friend had him, and I was like, well, she had fun. My turn again.
It would just bother me to know that...
I mean, women do run through men, though. I feel like that's something that doesn't get talked about often.
Yeah, we do. And we talk about it, too.
Dudes be thinking they going through friends, but they actually running through you.
He don't care.
I don't know.
I've met a couple people that actually felt bad because they thought they were just like they just didn't like how they felt.
Men don't know how much they get passed around in friend groups and talked about too.
Niggas be trying to get passed around in friend groups, and
I
this
don't
is the
think
part.
so. I don't.
Listen. It start off. I might have picked the wrong one. It start off as maybe this was the right one after I already had to,
and it finish off with the girls like, yeah, he wasn't worth shit.
All right, then it happened.
I mean, it's a lonely road at the end of that tunnel.
I could never be comfortable being in a room with a nigga that know like that, like just know about me personally. Like everything he know about me came from the girl because I used to be. It just wouldn't be comfortable with me.
Well, I mean, that's what they say. I feel like I was listening to a song. Was it Rick Ross? He said something about if you sending a message through a bitch, you a pussy. Like, cause girls pillow talk to get back to you from the girl. Yeah. But I just think we really got off topic. But in that situation, cousin family, I don't think she should go to the wedding. But as we get more back into the topic of things, why do people feel like family is all you have?
I don't know, because I don't believe in that shit. I don't believe that shit. I think family is something that you could choose.
Do you put your family on a pedestal at all?
No.
Not even like your mom, your dad?
No.
So if you had to rank them from siblings, parents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and grandparents, how would it go?
There's no tier.
Okay, everybody's just on the same level.
Everybody on the same level.
We got the same last name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or whatever the circumstances is. It's family out here that you might not fuck with. And that's fine. Mm-hmm. You can be okay with that. There are people who you might have met in the last 3 years who have been better than family. Mm. All that shit is the same.
Well, I disagree. I do put my family on a pedestal.
Okay.
And as far as the ranking system, it would go sibling, parents, aunts and uncles. Well, wait. Siblings, cousins, parents, aunts and uncles, and grandparents. because I feel like the sibling and cousin relationships are very important because you all have to have that bond. And growing up with your sibling is kind of like, that's the person that you made all your memories with. That's the person that knows all your secrets. That's the person that you cry about after you got beat by your parents. I feel like that connection is close. And then cousins falls in second place because those are the people they got the same experiences too. As far as like the cousins and families that I don't have a relationship with, I'm not putting them like on a lower tier. I still put them on the same level because it's like there is an opportunity there for us to continue our relationship and become stronger as cousins and friends. And I'm a firm believer of like keeping the family going. So
we learned.
Yeah. I'm doing vacation. Did you just burp?
Probably.
That shit stink.
Probably.
Oh my gosh.
I had Mexican today.
Ew, it smelled like Mexican.
Fire.
What the fuck?
That's kind of racist.
Not like that. Oh my god.
That's kind of racist.
But I'm gonna be the one planning the family reunions. You go. I can't even look at you. That shit.
This shit is all about experience. Bro.
What?
That's your experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you probably had a positive experience with your family. There's some people out here who don't. Mm-hmm. There's people who were fucking victims in their own home.
Right.
You can't put your father on a pedestal if he was fucking abusive. You can't put your mother on a pedestal if she was on crack and wasn't never around. Mm-hmm. Like your experience with your family is what it is. Like, so family ain't always everything. Like if you don't want family to be like that, then you don't have to be. And you can be okay like that.
Yeah, I do think you have the option to decide on which family members you do want to continue to associate with versus the ones you don't.
Yeah, like I think everybody should have a choice. I think blood isn't thicker than water.
That's their favorite one, ain't
That's
it?
their favorite one.
Blood is thicker than water.
No, bro, because blood, I don't know, blood be there.
So
but
what
you also
about
need water to live.
What about family?
Family,
The water in this situation.
I think family, as you said, friends who become family it can be just as important as regular family. Like these are people that you've grown to love. These are people who've meant things to you and been as important to you as family. I think that's why I don't have tears. Like if you came in my life with a purpose and you've been in my life with a purpose, okay, you just as important to me as family. Even more important than some family. I'm not even really close with like family. Mm-hmm. Like it's family holidays and shit. When families you tend to come together, yeah, it's cool. Hey, how you doing? I'm there. We here. But yeah, like if the people that are around me day to day are the most important people to me. Like the people that we speak to, we around each other. That's who's important to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you can make, like I've seen a lot of co-worker relationships happen. You know what I'm saying? Like people become really good friends with
Depending
co-workers.
on where you work, you can make some good friends.
So
with
I think it's just whoever's around you, they can become your family. Like that's what's important.
I agree on the family aspect. I actually have a lot of friends who've become family and like they get treated like a family member whenever they come by the house, whenever they see my parents, you know, stuff like that. I do get where you're coming from when you say that people who had abusive relationships sometimes with their parents or other family members, why they wouldn't want to come around. Do you think that in this generation we need more opportunities to connect with family? That way we don't just meet up on Christmas, Thanksgiving, and 4th of July.
What is more opportunity?
Like actually being intentional about hanging out with those family members that you don't know.
If that's not in your personality, then no. If that's not who you are as a person, no.
I don't want to get too super deep in particular about your situation, Meezy.
What is my situation?
No, I'm saying in terms of, your stance. I didn't even say your situation. Your stance.
What is my situation?
Yeah, I'm a person who don't like to be bothered. Let's just be clear. We get to it. I'm a person that don't like to be bothered. It don't matter who it is. If I'm at home, I speak to Jazz to the most. If I'm like, oh, I was thinking about this person, I reach out. But I'm not I need to go do this so they can know who I am. I need to go be close to the young cousins so they know who I am. That's not important to me. Like, live your own life. Like, live your life. I'm around if you need me. You know where I'm at if you want to. Invite me to something, I'm there. But I'm like, it's not a thing for me to be in. I don't have to be in contact with people all the time. I know who you are and I know where you at if I need you.
And see, that's what is the problem with a lot of that, because then people only come to you when they need something.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
You okay with that?
Yeah.
With people just coming to you saying, I need.
I know how to say
I
no.
need.
Travis Scott. I know how to say no to people. I know how to say no. I am very like, if I can, sure, why not? But if
saying no is the biggest flex ever. I learned it from you.
Yeah.
Because you don't typically give a response when you say no.
I usually don't say yeah. So if you get a yeah for me, it was more important than a no I was gonna give you.
You really don't. You hit him with the no.
I was at work the other day and my boss was like, do you want to go do ABC? And I told her, no, but I can, but I don't want to. And then she said, oh, okay, and walked off and went to go do it. I don't. If you want my real feelings, no, I don't. I don't want to do this. I don't want to give you the money that you asked me for. No, I don't want to come to your house and help you clean or fix whatever. No, I don't want to come to this birthday party.
You sound like TLC. They need to put the you need to put the TLC Scrubs beat behind us. I don't want your chicken, no. I don't want to clean your kitchen,
I'm here
no.
for it. It's cool.
You can delete my number.
This might all sound toxic, but I'm comfortable with the person I become.
My skin is crawling.
I am very comfortable.
I mean, so I understand that you should be able to be comfortable by yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then, I mean, we've heard you say about support,
right?
Talk about support,
yeah.
So it's like, even though yes, we know that most of your biggest supporters are probably gonna be strangers, right? But if you alienate the people who known you the longest, like, you know, that kind of messes you up, doesn't it?
No, because in all clarity, this is the exact fit I had on at Thanksgiving. My cousin knew exactly what the hat was for. I had on my Wealth and Prosper necklace. She knew exactly what it was for, what it stood for. We don't talk that often. She knows what's going on. Like, she knows what's going on in my life. She's the one of the people that shares everything we do.
Yeah, this is like...
if you wanted... Like, me and Rez have had this whole thing where Rez has been around the situation that I have with my sisters.
Yeah.
I am close enough with my sister that I could go, hey, I can't come do TA. Could you go do TA for me? And she say, yeah. But I'm also in a place where I don't speak to her as regular as I probably should. We don't speak to each other as regular as we should. She don't reach out to me. I don't reach out to her. But our relationship ain't bad. It's not.
Yeah, I mean, there's a difference between having your own life and you know, and your life is just life in, versus like actively not trying, like something that might be considered destructive, right? Just like if you're like, nah, I'm purposely not trying to have a relationship with this person. If it's a difference between not going out your way versus just like being anti.
Oh, well, maybe that's me. I don't go out my way to do things or be with people or do stuff like that.
It doesn't sound like you're anti. It's just like you're not about to extend the branch.
Yeah, you're not going to initiate.
And you wouldn't slap it away if people came to you.
Yeah, that's always.
You just not pressed to go searching.
Yeah.
Because you searching.
I'm trying to find myself.
Yeah, nigga, that's what I was going to say. You're searching for yourself.
I'm not even trying to be here and do all of that.
Right. It's interesting because I feel like we're on two different sides of the spectrum as far as it comes to family and stuff. But I think it has a lot to do with my upbringing and your upbringing.
Well, I think it's because I was the only child. Bro. Yeah. Like, I was the only child. So, like,
I don't know. I feel like for me, like my parents broke up when I was pretty young. You know, it was fifth grade, early enough to be like, for it to be misconstrued of whose fault it was, right? And then to be old enough to know that they may not have felt it, and it wasn't super bad, but it was just like you felt the tension. You know, so you can cut it. You know, like and you know,
I remember those days,
and the digs that were happening about the other. That's why y'all know me well enough. y'all know me well enough where I don't like talking about other people when they're not around, right? But I'll say it in your face because that's just kind of something that I was just around.
I also think we need to start addressing that in families.
What?
I think we need to start telling each other the truth. I don't need to be 30 trying to figure out the real reason what the issue was with my parents, why they wasn't together. I don't need a grandparent to be dying for me to be figuring out what happened to my grandpa while he wasn't there or what happened.
Well, I mean, that's the path that you go down when you don't spend time speaking to the elders while they're still around.
But it's not the fact that they don't like to talk about it. Us as black people don't like to talk about trauma.
Yeah, we dig that. We bury that deep.
No, I sit and listen to the older people when they talk, and they'll tell it. My dad will tell it.
Yeah, but has he ever told it to you? Like,
yes.
Specifically?
Yes. If you catch him with enough Coors Light,
I don't think he should have to have enough Coors.
I mean, we could say the same thing for Earl.
What about it?
When we catch him with enough alcohol, he's gonna start telling.
Yeah,
stuff.
but I also could go to him and ask him.
Right.
Like he has told me things sober.
So it's a new generation.
But I don't think it should wait till I'm 30.
Why not?
Nah, I mean, because I
feel like 18, 20 is too early. Even in your 20s is too early.
But you gotta understand.
Oh, go ahead,
you gotta understand that is what molds you to get to 30.
What?
If I fucking could figure out that the reason I didn't see my dad when I was 12, 13, if I'd have figured that out at 15, our relationship would be better before the time I'm 25. But if I don't figure this out by the time I'm 22, I've been holding this grudge against him for no reason.
I guess it's different for me because when my parents divorced, I was like, good for them.
How old was you?
I was in elementary school.
So...
And I didn't really circle back too much into that because it was just like, all right, they're not together. And that's okay because I still get to go to my mom's house and I get to go to my dad's house. And it was just like that back and forth. But it didn't really bother me that much until I got my first stepmom. And I was like, ooh, I don't like this bitch. And then I got my second stepmom and she was good. So it didn't bother me as much.
So there is a fundamental difference between the two of you. All right, and I'm going to get to where it's at. Rez believes a child should be a child.
I do.
Right? She believes that you should not have to deal with the terrors of real
adult
life
problems.
and adulthood. Right? It seems like that you are like you should know what this world has to offer, and you should know that there's a lot of going against you, and maybe if you knew just a little bit earlier, I could prepare you so that when it does come, you don't have to try to figure it out on your own.
Facts.
That's what I'm getting between.
That's exactly what it is. Like I wouldn't want my life, my early 20s and late 20s to be dragged down by stuff that my parents did. Like my parents still have stuff going on and I'm not letting it bother me because that's their stuff. And some things I'm like, yeah, you might be sharing a little bit too much. Still your child.
You still want to be innocent at 30.
I am.
You want to be innocent at 30.
I am.
I had a conversation with my mom recently about, I was like, I will always be your child, right? I will never forget my place in that. But you have to start treating me like an adult.
That's it.
Right? Because if I ask about something directly, just tell me.
Right.
Well, see, that's the other thing. I don't have that problem where my parents don't tell me the full story. I have the problem of them oversharing.
They overshare.
I'm like, all right, hey, slow it down. Oh, you already, okay. All right, so we're here.
I feel like that's a good problem to have, though.
I guess.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, you wouldn't like if someone lied to you.
Valid.
You know I'm going to find out.
But
So it's like, why go against the machine?
Because there is a certain age limit to when you should be telling these kids this stuff.
When?
I would say after 25, because typically after 25, they're, a little, once you get over that 25 hump, your selfishness dies down a little bit.
I think at 25, you already fucked up and now you finna spend the 30s trying to fix yourself. When you could have already known this and probably already
Well, it depends on
been
what type
decent.
of stuff we're talking about. If you're talking about their parental disagreements and why they're not together, I don't see the value in knowing that at 25. Now, if we're talking about finances, building legacy, making money, credit cards, yes, you talk about that.
That's part of the legacy.
Right. So I'm not talking about my dad and my mom got divorced when I was 7. this is messing me up 25. No.
So
I'm talking about, I want to know, should I be renting a house or should I buy one? How do I save my money? How do I do this, that, and the third?
But if you think, what if you spent your 20s going, why can't I have a successful relationship? You don't think you never saw this successful relationship has anything to do with it?
No, I mean, everybody, your parents are not the role model for what a relationship should be.
Where do you learn this from?
That is statistically what has been happening.
I know.
That is what an Oedipus complex is.
But after a while you learn that that's not what it should be.
How?
By 25.
Not
everybody does.
There's a lot of people whose parents are still together, and that's how they base how they want to live their life.
Well, I'll speak for me. I don't model my relationship off of what my parents do.
Why?
That is a level of freedom that not too many people are afforded.
I don't, because I know the ins and out of it. Like, I know.
Because of the overshare.
Yes.
So you learn what not to do.
Yes.
From your parents.
Yep.
By them making sure that you understood what life really has to offer.
Yep.
Oh.
But coming from a person who, I'm not trying to speak for him, but I feel like was not afforded that opportunity. And he feels like.
So where did you go for guidance on what a relationship should be like?
I didn't have one. Just lived.
Like, I mean, for me, my best scenario was my grandparents, and they just got divorced. I mean, you guys can see me. I'm music. Can you show what I'm doing? I'm just like,
confused. Like, nigga, everything that I thought was perfect was wrong.
Niggas
like,
began divorcing.
They're like, we bought this house when the year that you was born. And guess what?
Right,
gone.
So,
I hate to break it to you, but I've seen divorce too.
Me too.
Yeah.
We all have. Nobody in my I have one family member that's still married.
And this is not the struggle Olympics.
Okay, because if we competing, I start pulling out my stripes.
Listen, no, we're not trying to get.
But so you mean to tell me none of that affects you?
Yes, it does.
Like, what I'm saying is, you haven't said, I've seen all this divorce. This is what I don't want to do in my marriage.
I've seen a few things that I'm like, this is not what I want to do. This is not what I subscribe to. Right. This is what I want and what I don't want. But I specifically remember at the age of 25 writing down like what I wanted in my next relationship after going through bodies on bodies on bodies. Yeah, you need to. So I wrote it down and I'm like, this is what I want in my next relationship, and I strived for that. It wasn't based off of anything else. It was based off of the experiences I had with men prior to meeting my husband.
That's
the way I did it.
Yeah, it's kind of like cool story, bro. Because it's just not the way. Hey, like
you are.
My thing is like, everything is, there's no one way, right? But the thing is, it's like one of those things. Like, since you did not go down that path, it is hard for you to be able to determine like our storyline versus us for you too,
right? And
because I feel like it's been blind leading the blind the whole time. Me
too.
I've had a series of successful choices that just have happened to work out.
I think I'm a good person, so I base all the things that I do by just being a good person. Like, I'm pretty sure I saw cheating in my life, but I ain't never like mimic it or imitate it. I just knew it didn't feel right for me. I'm a person of morals. It don't feel right to me. I wouldn't want to make that somebody else feel like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't just that, but I just think I think a lot of the shit that happens in families fucking affect the people that are involved. And they don't ever get a chance to talk about it till it's too late. I know we make fun of Tyler Perry's work, but that is actually a reflection of how things work. Like, Bow Wow finding out that his aunt was actually his mama. Like, it's some shit I'm pretty sure has happened somewhere, and it's kind of crazy for this household to live this lie for no reason.
I just think that depending on where you're at, right? You can't say this for everybody, but I just feel like you got to level out and kind of understand that your situation could be worse.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying?
Probably.
And being able to accept that. to say, hey, you know, this probably messed you up, but it could have been worse. You could have not been here. You could have been a twinkle in somebody's eye. Still,
I just talk about my experience, and
that's fair.
That's all I can give. I know what worked for me may not work for everybody else, but sharing it may give somebody an idea of what to do and what to strive for, especially if you don't have any role models in your life.
You know what's crazy? I don't even like envy nobody.
Envy nobody's relationship?
Yeah. Like I don't envy like you and Sissy were like, oh, I wish me and my sister was that close. I don't even like E and his like I don't even be thinking about it.
So I mean, my thing is
like
I feel like envy is a interesting word to use. I feel like for me personally, like a part of what made me like Rez was her family dynamic.
Right.
Because I feel like I didn't necessarily have it that strongly. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, I kind of yearn for that. And, you know, and then it does come to your head. It's like, yo, if you break up with her, like damn, I kind of break up with the family too.
I don't think they would do you like that.
I kind of want that.
They wouldn't do you like that.
But but would you be okay if you and your new nigga pulled up and he was on the couch?
Easy, don't roll. Don't roll your body over.
I'm just
asking. Like, would you be all right?
Would you be all right if you and your new nigga that you are now happily with walked into the house and E and your daddy was sharing the beer on the couch already?
I'd be like, hey, here go my what's up? Dap up.
I mean, he gonna get the.
That's all I'm saying. Like,
they're gonna go down in the basement and play pool and talk about it.
Listen, do you remember? You weren't there the last time I went to go play pool in the basement.
I gotta go to the bathroom. Can we take a break? All right, so we're back with the rest of the episode. But before we get into it, do you want to share with the people what happened to you the last time you went into the basement to play pool? Because I feel like we kind of left off on that.
I mean, this was right before the wedding.
Oh,
and you know, my wife, current wife, has a lot of uncles, and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and we got into we know some of you girls like to tussle, and my will was tested.
Okay,
and I'm fine.
You was tussling.
We should have dumped that nigga. Told him not to fucking play with you. Everybody in the household would have respected that. Like, nigga, no, I'm not the one. Like, so, see, and you laughing because the pleasant thing to do with family is not to do it. But no, I didn't like you disrespecting me. You came to me as a man. You are coming to me as a man, but I can't reply as a man. Yeah, like
how was the uppercut of them?
Yeah, like
because I mean,
we should have.
Alcohol was not involved yet.
Yeah, you should have dumped him. Just dumped him on his neck, and they would have been like, "You remember that time I dumped you on your neck? He can't live that down. He can't live that down. He can't say nothing to you.
Then I'll get jumped next time.
Oh, okay,
all right.
And then you know what's gonna happen.
Gotta pull the burner, baby. Let it loose.
All right, okay, guys. There's too much testosterone in the room.
That's how I feel, bro.
Okay,
Let me hear that out. Everybody.
Let it breathe.
Witnesses and everybody.
Let it breathe.
I'm just saying.
All right, yo. What we got for the song of the week, Meezy?
Okay, we didn't even skip over that. All right, bet. You're now tuned in. You're now tuned in to WMEZ. I probably should have hooked up to the machine for this, but I didn't. But this week we got Lady Ray, Nicole Ray. Everybody knows Nicole Ray from all the Missy songs. She is back on a new label under a new name. Her name is Lady Ray now, and this week's song is called Piece of Me here on WMEZ. Ray, aka Nicole Ray, that's a new joint from her. It's called Piece of Me. If you liked it and you thought, I want to hear this again, where can I find this music? All you gotta do is go to the WMEZ Song of the Week playlist that's available on Tidal, Spotify, and Apple Music. It should be one of the last songs on there, and you too could be okay with walking away here with WMEZ.
Textually active.
All right. E, I hope you had plenty of time to find a meme this week.
Yeah, I did. And just for that, it's definitely about you.
I like it.
because I knew you were gonna do that.
It's the sassiness behind it.
I was in here. I got a couple.
Okay,
but it was something I saw earlier this week. It was, Instagram be getting on your nerves because when people post carousels, and you skip it, it keeps coming back with the next slide and all that stuff like that. So there's one slide that I saw, and there was 3 that I saw that really meant something to me. So I'm just gonna read them in the order that I liked it. All right. So a lot of y'all bullshitting around about your potential. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Y'all got to stop letting other flawed ass human beings convince you you're not worthy of shit. Fuck them. And you can tell them that I said it.
Okay. That's good.
That's up. And if they got something to say,
tear that button up. Okay. All right. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. Oh,
Listen to the enthusiasm in your voice.
He's wishing me.
I'm just being honest. I've been honest all episode. Might as well keep well. All these new strains of COVID, but ain't no new strains of stimulus. I don't like that.
That's true,
nigga.
They all spent their money going to that damn concert.
They sure did.
It wasn't that expensive.
Well, flying to LA from the East Coast?
But the flights are back to pre-COVID prices.
Niggas got money. They just don't want to give you none.
Yesterday's price was not today's price.
It sure wasn't.
Exactly.
My meme is Nicki Minaj's I Get Crazy been hitting different since I started working on my mental health. I be listening like, yeah, Nicki, me too, girl. Me fucking too. I get a little crazy.
I like it.
All right. So on that note, thank you all for listening to this episode of Textually Active. You know where to find us. Subscribe. Share this episode with your cousins. Let them know all family ain't all family. And if I want to sleep with your husband, I will.
That is.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
That is nuts.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. Ha ha. Don't sleep with nobody's husband.
This is a This episode is just a Facebook.
Don't
post
sleep with nobody's wife either.
Waiting to happen.
Yeah, it's dirty.
Leave it alone. Don't do it. If you're gonna do it, at least ask permission. Some people are into that.
Next week we're gonna talk about.
So someone can ask you permission.
Somebody can have what?
Somebody can ask you permission
to do what?
I'm saying like we here.
Do you want somebody to ask you for permission?
I didn't know. The thing.
How much they paying?
I mean, we did.
Now you're talking. Now you're talking.
What, Schoolboy, you said, will you sell that?
Ask me permission and put a price on
you
it.
sell that?
If she say no to the price, we gotta have a conversation. But like, we need to
do it for me for free. Might as well.
Like, let's
get us out of these dire straits.
I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
Fucking what is it? Pretty woman. The nigga come with the bag.
They gonna be mad.
Bring her back. Bring her back next week.
They gonna be mad at me after this episode. Just do you, boo boo. If you just gotta be an adult.
Nah. That's the kind.
Don't ask to look at my DMs. Either.
That's the kind of.
Don't do what?
Don't ask to look at my DMs.
A boy.
That's the kind of shit that have a 40-year-old dating your 20-year-old niece.
Well, you said I can't pull the scampies.
You can't. All right, guys. Thank you all for listening to this episode.
Imagine your significant other selling your pussy.
What the fuck I look like?
When I came down.
What do I look like Terrence Howard in that movie? You know it's hard out here for a pimp.
Like, listen.
When you're trying to get the money for the rent.
Like, listen. I already done sold it. We gotta do that.
They expecting you. I brought you something to wear.
I put it on our shared calendar.
Hey, put that shit on the shared calendar. It's done.
You giving up that pussy tonight?
Oh my God.
That's
Hey, what if it's on your calendar as giving up that pussy tonight? And when y'all get to where y'all going, he be like, "No, not me." not to me.
Didn't you see the address?
I like to introduce you to our highest bidder.
Oh my God,
that's gross.
That's
guys, don't ask my husband for permission for nothing.
Would you like a mint before you go on the showroom floor?
Hey, that's nuts.
Yo, we'll be back next Tuesday. Bye. Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
That's funny. Oh my.